Regardless of the type of trader you are or the type of trader you want to be, being able to spot exactly what direction the market is traveling, as well as being able to capitalize on that move, is a skill you don't want to underestimate at all. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how you can easily use trend lines to catch sniper entries on the market. When we talk of sniper entries, basically for me, a sniper is anyone who has the patience, timing, as well as precision with their entries on the market. Basically, if you're a sniper, you have the ability to wait and make sure that your entire entry criteria is met before you take any trade. And it also counts with being able to have amazing entries. Basically, entries where you don't have to hold your trades and drawdowns for long for it to go into profits. Entries where you literally don't even get drawdowns before the market eventually goes in your direction. And also counts with amazing risk to reward. Today's lesson is something you don't want to miss, as you will need it in your entire trading journey. Whether you're a day trader, a swing trader, a scalper, or even a position trader. This is a technique which is going to enhance your profitability on the market. And I'll actually be using an example of a trade I've taken with my community. We made over 400 pips on this particular trade. So you want to be a part of my community by simply using the link shared in the description to join us on Telegram, where I call out profitable trading signals on gold on a weekly basis. We normally get about 1 to 2 calls on my Telegram community. So you want to use the link shared in the description to join us. So basically what we'll be doing is we're looking at how I can use trend lines to catch sniper entries on gold, meaning that we're going down to the lower time frame, specifically the 15 minutes time frame, to see how you can easily spot amazing day trades with trend lines on gold specifically. So you don't want to miss this video. You want to watch this video from start to finish. Also make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, share with as many struggling traders as you know as possible. Also make sure you have that notification bell on so you get notified anytime I go live or anytime I drop a new video on YouTube. Let's get into this. First, then you want to know what trend lines are. I've explained it in so many of my videos. You want to go back to my trend line video, but I'll also be breaking it back down in here again. You want to know exactly what trend lines are and how you can take advantage of trend lines. But first, you want to know what a trend is. And on the market, we normally have 2 types of trend: uptrend and then a downtrend. Sometimes you have a ranging market, but because that one is just the market moving in a horizontal direction, consolidating, I don't normally consider it as a major type of trend. So basically, the uptrend and the downtrend. The shortest form of explanation I can give you for an uptrend is basically any trend which has what we call a higher high and then a higher low formation. So you realize that the market is moving in waves, up down formation all the way up. So this is what we term as an uptrend. Then the exact opposite, another up down formation trending downwards, is what we actually call a down trend. So if you look at this one as well, same up down formation, but it's trending all the way downwards. So this is basically what we mean by an uptrend. This is what we mean by a downtrend. Once you have this in mind, now we are about to look at how you can easily use trend lines to trade the trends as well. Basically how you can actually take advantage of the direction within which the market is traveling, because you know the market is going in an uptrend, but how do you know exactly how to find precise entries, trades with precision, where you don't have to waste your time to sit in drawdowns before you make some money? Now let's go back to the basic rules I have for trend lines. So when I'm trading with a trend line, the first thing I like to look at is I like to identify my point of inception. That's normally my first point. Basically where the trend line starts from. If I'm using an uptrend always starts at the end of a downtrend. So let's say we have a downtrend like this. How do you get an uptrend at the end of this downtrend? So you realize that this uptrend is always beginning at the end of a downtrend. We now need our second point to draw our trend line. So what does this basically mean? Now we have our point of inception like this, our second point. All we need to do here is just connect our point A, which is our point of inception, to our point B, which is our second point. So we can just give this as our point A, then we come in here and we give this as our point B. I want you to just follow. By the time we finish this lesson, you see how everything comes together and how incredibly easy and straightforward it is to trade. So now we have our first point, we have our second point. All you have to do is now just extend your trend line into the future and wait for the market to react on your trend line. So now when the market gets to your trend line, that is where you find your entry. Anything that helps you make an informed decision on a trade. So if you like what you're watching today, I want you to just take some time, smash that like button, also look down below and then hit that subscribe button, also smash that notification bell so you receive a notification anytime I go live or anytime I drop a video on YouTube. Let's get back to the video. So this is for an uptrend. Let's do one for a downtrend. Point of inception, second point to establish our trend line. So we have our point A there, then our point B now comes in here. Make sure you extend your trend line into the future. One good thing about using TradingView for your analysis is that anything you draw on the chart, you can just click on it. Realize that where my mouse is, you can clearly see add alert on there. Once you click on add alert, it means that the moment the market comes to hit the line, you get a notification. Also make sure you have your TradingView on your phone. Whatever happens, you can leave home without your laptop. You just get a notification on your phone whenever the market gets to your key level. You now come and apply your entry criteria. If the third touch happens and we get a confirmation for a buy, what we basically do is we just bring in our risk to reward, buy, stop loss at the bottom of the range, take profit wherever you expect it to get to, take your trade. Basically, you're expecting the market to just fly all the way up. Then same for the downtrend as well. If it reacts and gets to the third touch, you wait and make sure you have a proper entry criteria being met, which is whatever confirmation you use to take your trades. Bringing in your risk to reward, stop loss right on top of the range, take profit wherever you expect the market to get to realistically. So now they're also expecting the market to fly all the way to the downside. This is basically all I mean when I talk about trend lines. So now we go back onto the chart and look at the example I talked about earlier. So we realize that on this particular trend line, we had an uptrend all the way to the top. The inception of this downtrend started at the end of the uptrend that we have here. So now you can clearly see we have our point A here. I'll show you something interesting. So I just label here as my point A. Then where is my second touch? So let's say now this is my second touch. This is now my point B. What do I do next? I just click on my trend line. Then I come and add alert. What does it mean? It means that I'm just waiting for the market to hit my trend line for the third touch. So here the market had already traveled, but I'm basically saying that if I met the market this way. So now point A, point B has been met. What do? We just wait for the market to react, get to the trend line for the third touch, then we come and find our trade. So it gets really close to the trend line for the third touch, but it doesn't hit it. You wait till it hits it exactly. So now it hits my trend line for the third touch. What does it mean? It means that now I'm taking my short position here. Where is my stop loss? Right on top of the range. Basically, that is my stop loss. So now my take profit, like I said, wherever I'm expecting the market to get to. So basically, you take your profits as and when the market keeps going. The decisions you make on your trade is based on how the market is behaving. Normally, you can take your trade and not expect it to travel as far. So your take profit is normally short. But if you see how your initial take profit was met with ease, you can now decide to manage risk by trailing your stops and see how far the market will actually keep traveling from there. We now take our trade stop loss, take profits, you just key in your parameters. Then all you do next is just wait for the market to either go to your stop loss or go to your take profit. So this is how everything ends up going. You realize that it runs through all the take profit. So what do you always do once you hit your take profit? Stop loss at entry, you manage risk. You can choose to add more positions as you keep getting more breakouts, or you just take profits as the market keeps going to the other key level. So it actually went all the way about 400 pips, as you can clearly see, before it eventually pulled back and gave us another position. So all you have here is what? Trend line, point of inception, second touch to establish the trend line, then your third touch for entry. You can clearly see I don't take the trade here because of what? The precision I like with my entries. So I don't take any trade when the market gets here. I actually wait for it to actually tap it for the third touch, then I eventually go in. Over 400 pips made with the community. Like I said, just feel free to join us on Telegram to benefit from our weekly trading signals on gold. You also want to keep up with me on my socials: KOMMONFOREX on Instagram, KOMMONFOREX on Telegram, KOMMONFOREX on TikTok, KOMMONFOREX on X. Also use the link in the description to sign up with my recommended broker with the best trading conditions, tightest spreads, instant deposits and withdrawals, as well as 24/7 customer service. So we finally come to the end of today's video. I hope I've been extremely helpful today. As always, I'm KOMMONFOREX, and I hope I left you better than I found you. See you all in the next one. They call me a